all started from an unpleasant thing, which was that my left eye, there was something growing inside. There's kind of I don't know what it's called in English, but we have a term for it. I had to have a little operation, very small operation, to remove it. So that was done, so I was covered like this for several days, feeling not very, very nice. I couldn't read because I thought, I have this eye, but it became very, very quickly obvious to me that you can't really read with one eye. Shot like this, it's very tiring after a while. So playing the piano was difficult also because there was the SOUNZ, so you can't really move a lot. And then again with the one eye, reading music is possible. So sometimes I just sit there and improvise, sometimes with one hand, and with the left hand seems very natural when you can't play with both hands. Left hand seems like a very natural choice of playing music. Maybe because of the shape of the hand, the thumb here, you can play easily melodic ideas here, and maybe some harmony here. So, and there's a repertoire of left hand music. Somehow there's no right hand repertoire. It's strange. Pianists tend to have their right hand injured than the left hand. So I started improvising, and there's this kind of a Piazzolla-like kind of tango style came about. And it's nothing special, but then there's another little part which is more traditional kind of tango. And when I was playing it, I had no lights on. It was in the evening, and I was closing my eyes are closed because it's the most comfortable way to rest my eye, and I had the pedal down and made this totally muffled sound, and this sort of traditional, very sweet guitar style of the tango emerged from that. Very cinematic to me. Almost I felt, this feels like I'm in a different world, perhaps in Buenos Aires, in some abandoned hotel, and this echo of the bygone era of dancing, and that sort of, it's kind of interesting. Why not write a piece? Finding an excuse to write a piece. Actually took a lot of pain for me to write finally the piece. Started kind of fun, but then it became a large piece. It's 11-minute piece. It's almost like a sonata for the left hand alone. And I struggled a bit with it. The left hand is quite interesting because we know that we say it takes two to tango, and left hand is a sad thing because this is very lonely. So there is a very sad feel to the piece, or melancholy, or at the end, really, rather there is a tone of tragedy in there, how it ends. Something to do with loss, perhaps. There's something like that. how do you write for a left hand? A big piece for the left hand. It's got to have variety and all those things. So that's quite a big struggle for me, and made me admire those wonderful left hand like Ravel really more, because gosh, he was very inventive with that piece with the left hand. And it really works without making it impossible to play. So it's quite interesting to extend this rather imperfect medium and to find ways. It was a very good exercise for me. This is really like a soundtrack for a silent film. It's very narrative, almost like telling a story. It's quite dramatic, very romantic piece, kind of. You can hear a bit of Rachmaninoff in there. It's interesting, Rachmaninoff, because actually Piazzolla, I don't know if he met Rachmaninoff, but Rachmaninoff was one of his early heroes when he was living in New York. He was brought up in New York, actually. So there's a bit of that mixed with this Argentinian sadness. So it's very sad, you have Russian and Argentinian put together. Both have this melancholy kind of, when they're happy, when they're sad, they're happiest. Kind of, and I made dedication to John Cousins and his partner Colin, because they're good friends to me, wonderful friends to me when I lived in Christchurch, very close. And they've been doing tango for I don't know, 8 years or something. And I see how important tango is to their lives. They have arguments, days without speaking to each other. This kind of dramatic thing is happening all because of tango, because they couldn't agree with something they were practicing, and they are so. And I have a fascination with tango, and I think all Chinese people do with tango. It's almost like national dance in China, strangely. But they have this very stylized way. I think it's not very different from the tango in Argentina, but everybody wants to do a tango in the dance. But it's very exaggerated, this kind of this kind of movement. It's fun, but so I have this feeling about tango, very kind of fascination with it.